Zero news on the rise, bringing wrestling to our eyes. WWE, AW in the spotlight, never telling us a lie. Accurate in every report, fans cheering in delight. Zero news, our guiding light in the wrestling fight. Covering the ring with precision, no indecision. Zero news, awesome the truth, bringing wrestling updates, never uncouth. In the world of WWE and AEW, Zero News shines through. Back down to dynamite, Zero News gets it right. Breaking stories left and right, keeping fans inside. Analysis, sharp and clear, no room for fear. With Zero News near, wrestling fans cheer.
Yes, welcome to another edition of Zero Uncut. Bobby seems to obviously like that entrance anyway, and so that's pretty good entrance, isn't it? Well, pretty good intro video now. That one is.
I do good work on my intro videos.
I mean, you do good work on your intro videos. You didn't bloody do that one.
I'll take credit.
I know you will, but So anyway, so another week. I'll start again. Another week of wrestling. To be quite honest with you, I actually missed Raw on Monday because it was my birthday and I did.
How dare you miss the weekly programming?
Yeah, well, but you've missed it as well. Because what were you watching instead?
I was watching The Karate Kid.
Exactly.
1 and 2. 1 and 2.
Yes,
Sweep the foot. And no, I know it's sweep the leg. It's a joke.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's so we've had a fun week this week of wrestling. I do believe I have seen a few reports on that have come down, and a few bits and pieces. So we might as well.
We also got. I should have mentioned this to you off air. I honestly just thought about it.
Oh, right,
we do have to mention our best friend in the whole wide world, Dave Meltzer.
Oh yeah. Oh, don't worry, that's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah,
it like just popped into my
head. No. That's planned in. Don't you worry. That's coming up. That's actually going to be the next thing. So the reason why Bobby Young says then we got to mention Dave Meltzer is he's took a right shitter this week. Basically,
is this the worst thing he's done?
Yeah, he basically.
I think it has to be.
Yeah, this is basically the worst thing Dave's ever done. He basically announced that Afa of the Wild Samoans has died, and basically the family actually have come out to him and said that Afa's not dead. That Afa's basically still surviving. He's not like he's still in great health and everything. He's not in great health in that he's sort of still with us.
It seems like he's got one foot out the door.
I'm
not going to say he's in perfect health because I don't think he is.
No.
But I'm not the one reporting saying he's dead when he's not.
Basically, yeah. Have you seen the other thing as well that obviously went around this week as well? I got sent it yesterday and I literally looked at it and laughed because this has also been debunked as well. I don't know who it was. It could have been WrestleMania. I'm not 100% sure, but they put out something where they people have took their reports literally and they put something out the other day saying that apparently Linda McMahon has said that Vince McMahon was basically dying. That Linda McMahon, that Vince's health was like really bad and stuff, and Vince's lawyer in the Janelle Grant case is basically said that whoever started that rumor is talking out their ass. Basically that Vince is Vince in perfect health and stuff. I can see Vince kicking it. I can see like Vince kicking around for another couple of years. Yeah, his mother lasted till like she was 100 or whatever, or gone 100. So I reckon Vince will as well. Personally,
so here's the thing. I did see the report, and honestly, I believed it at first.
Did you?
Do you know why? Because the way things go, once like the older person stops like doing the work, they have nothing to live for, really. And honestly, I don't know if you know the Joe Paterno story.
No.
He was I'm sure you know this story, the Penn State football issue.
Yeah.
Well, we won't get into full details on that, but Joe Paterno was, I don't know how old he was. He was in his 70s at least.
Right.
Maybe even older. He was in perfect health when he was coaching. Everything was fine. He got fired. 90 days later, passed away.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. It's just how it goes. And I was like, Vince has nothing left to live for. These allegations clearly are taking a toll on him, as would anyone.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wouldn't be shocked, but I'm glad to hear he's doing good.
Yeah, he's like I suggest. So yesterday, the lawyers basically come out to him and said that they're talking out their ass again. That's probably another Dave Meltzer report, to tell you the truth. He's it's probably Dave who started that one originally, turning around and saying that basically Vince has died or whatever. But
Meltzer's batting 1,000.
Yeah, he's so bad at the moment with some of his reports and that he's going up or that he's doing and stuff. It's horrendous. it really is literally horrendous to what he's saying. So some of the crap he's coming out with is just stupid. But Vince is alive, and at the minute Afa is still alive, obviously. But I will put out there that at time of recording, it was mentioned that Afa is still, he's not 100%, but he is still alive. So if anything changes in the next couple of hours or whatever at time of recording, then we do obviously apologise for saying that, but that's that's not really our fault if something happens before that.
At the time of recording, he is still alive.
Yeah. So at the time of recording, he's still alive and everything. So so he's still with us. He's still that way. So we'll put it down as that. So we might as well get into Ron. Well, obviously, first of all, we should someone mention that on Friday, the Tribal Chief officially returned to WWE. TV. Obviously he returned at He returned at SummerSlam officially, but his first weekly show was this Friday, basically, where he returned on SmackDown. He came out to take out the rest of the Bloodline, as far as I remember. I can't remember that far back to Friday. Did you watch it in the end? I can't remember.
What was I doing Friday?
Did you watch SmackDown?
I think I watched. I think I did.
If you watched it,
I did.
Enough, I don't.
Yeah, I did because I wanted to see if what Roman did.
Oh, okay, yeah. So well, anyway, we found out, didn't we, that Roman came back. He basically all he done was he didn't even cut a promo or anything like that. He literally just came out and just done the done what he does. Comes out, destroys everyone, and leaves. As it says. But
now,
so that's
Now I do have to say something. Tomorrow, you know this. That's time recording tomorrow. I'm meeting Hulk Hogan and Tiffany Stratton.
Yeah.
Paul Heyman is still advertised for that show.
Yeah.
But I think Tiffany Stratton replaced him because it wasn't too long after he got taken out by the Bloodline that he got replaced. So I think he's trying to keep kayfabe alive, but he's still advertised for tomorrow. So I'm going to have to see if I see Paul Heyman.
Yeah, but don't forget, Roman's officially announced tonight for the show. It's not that he's going to show up and just randomly just destroy people. He's officially announced for a segment tonight for the show.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm saying Heyman was announced for this Fanatics fan.
Oh yeah.
But then magically, right after he got taken up by the Samoans, by the Bloodline,
they replaced him.
They put Tiffany Stratton on and took him off. He's not even in the picture anymore. But the other day, they advertised him for a panel with, I can't remember who it was. So I don't know if he's going to be there or not. I mean, I wasn't going to buy his photo op anyway, so.
No, but you're just like, yeah, okay. Yeah, that's something then. So, well, you obviously find out when you really, whether he's there or not. Hopefully he is,
hopefully.
But you never know. I can see something going down tonight because, like I said, there's a segment with Roman in that tonight, so I can see him. I can see him maybe coming back tonight or something. You never know.
Do you think Roman and Solo happens at Bash in Berlin?
Well, this is the thing is people are predicting that, and I mentioned this actually yesterday on a Twitter Space, which I've done because, of course, I'm doing a lot of them at the moment. Is I think yes, it is going to happen, but it's going to end up in a screwy finish of some kind, because as we all know, and obviously as we all know and stuff, and what seems to be coming up as part of the plans is there's going to be trilogies between most of the major feuds. So obviously what I can sense is that there's going to be some kind of screwy finish. maybe even at Bash, that's where the twins officially reunite. So you have Roman Solo, and then Solo is basically like the other Bloodline members come out, so the 2.0 Bloodline members come out, start taking down Roman and stuff, and then the Usos music hits, and they come out to the ring, and they're back together, and that's where they could do it. That's where they could do the reunion and stuff, and obviously do it that way, and then it causes a DQ ending for it all.
By the way, speaking of the new twins or whatever you want to call them, Tonga Loa is pretty awful.
Yeah. Well, I also mentioned, I've mentioned this as well, is did you not know that that's actually his gimmick? Did you not know that that's actually his gimmick?
That he's supposed to be bad?
You never watched, did you ever watch him on the Indies and in New Japan and stuff? No.
I never knew who he was until he debuted in WWE. And the funny part is, when he debuted, this is how unfamiliar I was with all of them. I thought it was Jacob Fatu.
Right. Yeah.
And then they said the name. I was like, oh.
Yeah. No. On the Indies in New Japan, he's actually was known as Hobotio, and that was one of his nicknames was like Hobotio or whatever. And it's basically part of his gimmick. He's meant to be that he's like he's still like this, like he can still win matches and stuff, but every match he does a botch, and then he slowly gets better and stuff, and it's going to play part of the storyline. So like basically one of the other members is going to get fed up with him keep botching everything and then leave that Bloodline 2.0 for it. So that's sort of like, that's the storyline at the moment, is that's what they're going to do, is they get fed up with him doing that way, and they basically say to like Solo, like it's basically him or us. Well, it's either him or me basically, and then it's them making Solo choose. So that's what they're it's a massive gimmick thing. He's not actually that bad. He is a pretty good wrestler, but it's his whole gimmick basically. That's the whole thing for it. It's his gimmick. I know it's stupid in that, and it's a stupid gimmick, but it's his special little gimmick that he does basically for it, which is it's pretty cool, isn't it? Really, if you ask me. But
that's weird. So you're telling me like the botch he did on Owens and the botch he did on Rhodes, that was on purpose? Oh,
so some of them were not meant to go as bad as what they did, because I mean, obviously, anyone who legit got injured is they weren't meant to actually do that. But no, he's some of the botches in that are meant to be legit. They're meant to be like I said, it's this whole gimmicky thing where he does it. So yeah, he's it's a whole jokey thing. Like I said, it is his gimmick. He is basically the botch master. Like I said, Hobotio. And that I was told that by somebody else. I can't remember who that was, but like it's stupid, and but it's funny for it, But yeah, so we might as well get into it then as well. But before we do that, I've got to do the normal thing because we're still going to get the sponsorship thing in. So I will just quickly play the sponsorship. So if anyone wants any energy, then here we go.
What's up, guys? Zero here, and here's a quick word from our sponsors, Dubby Energy. Dubby is an energy drink loaded with vitamins. Dubby is formulated for anyone who wants to focus without getting a crash or without getting the jitters. Just mix one rounded scoop with 6 to 8 ounces of cold water and shake. It is that easy. Unlike other energy drinks, Dubby pride themselves on actually developing a clean energy formula that is free from filters and toxins and also artificial colorants. In addition, Dubby is also sugar-free and calorie-free, which is absolutely amazing if you ask me. One serving of Dubby contains 150 milligrams of caffeine. That's approximately 2 cups of coffee. They also have so many flavors, including cherry limeade, sour gummy bears, mango orange cream, blue raspberry, Granny Smith apple, to name a few, and much, much more, along with some sweet shaker cups and merchandise that you can order. Dubby Energy can also be shipped worldwide, so why don't you order Dubby today? And also make sure to use code ZERONEWS for 10% off your next order.
Zero, much appreciated for that one. I don't know who that guy is. Basically, who does all that advertisements, but he's a
little too British for my liking.
Do you reckon so? Do you? Oh, okay. Well. All right. Well, yeah. Well, he's So if you do want to get any energy, don't forget Dubby Energy using code ZERONEWS. So we might as well get into it then. So Raw this week. I've got the scheduled matches beforehand that were announced. So we had Sami Zayn versus Bron Breakker in, I believe it was a 2 out of 3 falls match. Rhea Ripley.
I saw that video of Braun Breaker launching Sami Zayn, that other angle. My God.
Yeah.
Did you see the other angle?
I haven't seen it, but I'll have to have a look at that.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find it.
No, I haven't seen it. I'll have to have a look.
I saw it and I'm like, what? Like, it just looks like something that shouldn't be done.
Yeah. But no, Damage Control versus... Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so you also then have Damage Control versus Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler, Damian Priest versus Carlito, and Alpha Academy versus American Made, which we'll get into that. So so let's have a look at this thing then. Let me just change screens a minute because I was on a different screen reading the review. So let's have a look. Have you got it there? I'm not trying to see if I can find it.
Where's the other angle? Keep going, I'll find it.
If you can't find it, I'll have a look at it after the show. So we opened up Raw with a video package showing all the ways of Judgment Day have changed since SummerSlam.
I'm sending it to you now.
Then you might as well
go
play
ahead.
it.
Sorry.
I do believe the stream's frozen on me, but carry on. Yeah.
No, I think.
Did you find it?
I think you're good. Yeah, I'm sending it to you now.
Oh, okay. I'll have a look. Okay. So Rhea Ripley comes out and so Rhea Ripley came out and gave a promo directed at Liv Morgan and Dominic.
All right, folks, we're having technical difficulties. Clearly,
by Booms as he tried to close this door.
Your mic.
Yeah. Let me just hold on. Let me close on.
Folks, I was just watching the other angle of the Sami Zayn Braun Breaker thing, and that is just unhuman. It hurt me watching it. I ain't even gonna lie to you. But folks, sometimes technical difficulties do get in the way.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
Sounds like you're here for now.
Have you got me now? Yeah, I'm here now. Right. Okay. Yeah.
For now.
So we'll get into it now. So where did I get up to? For now. Yeah. So Liv and Dominic appear in the crowd. I got to that bit. Raw, Dom gets booed by everyone basically.
That was. I heard.
Damian Priest appeared behind Dirty Dom and started beating him up. And then I've seen this bit. And then Liv Morgan tried to jump on Damian Priest's back basically, and Rhea basically came in to chase her away. It was a good thing there, and obviously then that's now leading to a tag match at Bash at Berlin, which we will get into. I don't know whether that's officially been announced yet. I think it has, but there's a tag match set up for Bash at Berlin.
The Terror Twins versus whoever.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, we'll get into that one then afterwards. And then we then got Odyssey Jones versus Vincent Winey, whoever that is. It sounds like it's a local talent. But it says before that you had Bo Dallas was in a video for the White Six before Odyssey Jones took on a man from the Performance Center named Vincent Winey. Oh, I think that is. Is that not Maxine Dupree's boyfriend or something like that? It's one of the stars in WWE. I can't remember which one it is. It's one of their boyfriends.
No idea.
I have no idea who it is, but it's
something like that. I'll look it up. What was his name? Max Winey?
No, Vincent Winey.
I heard
Vincent
Maxine.
Winey,
I combined them.
So it says the New Day were by his side. So I'm guessing the New Day was out with Vincent. So it says Jones threw his opponent across the ring to start a series of offensive maneuvers. He picked up a squash victory with a spinning sidewalk slam. Final Testament showed up and accused Kofi of trying to replace Xavier Jones. Them all agreeing to be a 6-man tag match. So that's what happens there. Have you found that guy or?
Hold on. Oh, it's not Maxine's boyfriend.
Oh, whose is it?
It's Cora Jade's.
Oh, Cora Jade's new boyfriend. Oh, I knew it was one of them. And so that's quite interesting then. Yeah, so that must be quite interesting for Braun Breaker there as well, mustn't it?
That would have been funny if they were in the match together.
Yeah, yeah. So that would have been Braun would have just literally probably destroyed him and took him out. But but instead they had Odyssey Jones who did do the job. Instead they had Odyssey Jones do that. And then we then go in then to Alpha Academy versus American Made, which that is Brutus and Julius Creed took on Akira Tozawa and Otis in tag team action. Chad Gable was overseas for the Olympics, so he sent a video in to support the Creeds. It says, as soon as the bell rang, all four men began brawling. This was a Texas Tornado rules match, so everyone was legal. That one ended up with American Made defeating Alpha Academy. Ivy Nile attacked Maxine, and the distraction allowed the Creeds to pick up the win. So obviously, they've now turned Ivy heel as well to go along with the Creeds, because she was obviously a bit of a face beforehand, and she was meant to be. I know the Raw which I watched beforehand, which was the week before, and they obviously had Ivy saying she supports Maxine and that she was going to come out and basically do all that stuff.
She was going to talk to Gable about getting her in.
Yeah, but instead she obviously took her out instead, so that was that. We then go in then to Damage Control versus Shayna Baszler and Zoe Starks. That's obviously Io Sky and Kairi Sane. In a tag team number one contenders match with Isla Dawn and Alba Fire and Sonya Deville, watching at ringside. That ended up in a no contest because Starks super kicked Fire at ringside after Sky avoided it. As a genius of the Sky was prepared to win, Dawn interfered to cause a DQ. And then the champions took out both teams to stand tall. So that's obviously going to lead to a rematch there afterwards. We then have Randy Orton dressing Gunther. Randy comes out. It says Randy comes out to the ring to talk about challenging Gunther for the World Heavyweight title at Bash at Berlin. The ring general showed up a couple of minutes later to respond. They traded some insults and jokes, but the Viper's mood changed when Gunther brought up his dad and granddad. Before they could come to blows, Drew McIntyre's music hit and he walked to the ring. And Orton used the distraction to hit an RKO on Gunther. CM Punk showed up and attacked McIntyre. He used McIntyre's own belt to whip him until he ran away through the crowd. There's actually a lovely little picture what Drew posted after Raw, showing the marks and that on his back from where he got whipped by Punk, and it looks rough.
Crazy.
It looks rough. Yeah, it was. Yeah. So it's so that's that. It does say that they agreed. What was it? It says this is a good segment because no, hang on. No, don't worry about that one. That was a completely different bit. Yeah, they would then have The Miz versus Bronson Reed. Now, this obviously led to something else as well, which we'll get into. So The Miz was booked in a match against Bronson Reed. Orton gave the A-lister a prep talk earlier on in the show. They fought for the break, and The Miz was doing better than expected. R-Truth cheered him on as he seemed to be building some momentum with a tornado DDT. Inevitably, though, Bronson Reed recovered and hit a tsunami for the win. Afterwards, I do believe as well, they showed in the crowd Mark Henry and his son, who is now signed to WWE as a Neil athlete. So that was
NIL, not Neil.
NIL, yeah. And also there was another segment backstage as well. Yeah.
Every American who knows what that is laughing right now.
Fair enough, yeah. And then there was another segment backstage as well in which CM Punk was challenging Drew McIntyre to a strap match at Bash at Berlin. So that's going to be fun.
So and Bad Blood's going to end that feud, hopefully.
Well, Punk's going to come out of that one injured. I can sense that one now because if he's involved in a strap match, he's going to get injured.
Oh, God. Well, true. Yeah,
I'm
thinking too far ahead.
Yeah, he won't even be at bloody Bad Blood the way he'll get injured in that match. Yeah, and then we then have what I believe, it's the main event of the evening, which is Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker for the IC title, and this is a 2 out of 3 falls match. So it says that Braun Breaker obviously defeated Sami Zayn 2-1. How it went down was Braun Breaker cornered the challenger after the bell, but it didn't take long for Sami Zayn to turn things round, and Zayn ended up getting the first victory with a Helluva kick. We returned from the break with 5 minutes left of the show. Breaker scored a fall to tie the score after 2 spears in a row. Zayn almost won with crucifix, but it didn't keep the champion down. One final spear in midair allowed the IC champion to retain his title and get the victory. So that was pretty good there. So yeah, it's set up quite a lot of things. Obviously, we might as well go into that before we go into NXT. So obviously, yes, we set up a strap match between Drew and Punk at Bash at Berlin. And also the mixed tag match between it's Liv and Dom versus Rhea and Damien. Now, somebody brought this one up with me yesterday, and I said I gave a couple of interesting things, so I want to see what you think. So that match then at Bash at Berlin between Rhea and Priest and Liv and Dom, is it going to end clean, do you think?
I think you got to give Dom. No, they got to cheat to win.
Yeah, I personally think we're not gonna have a clean ending, and there's a few reasons for this. What I've said is obviously they wrote R-Truth off as well. Well, wrote him off on Raw this week with an injury.
Until he's back next week.
Yeah, well, this is the thing is. I think what's going to happen is you're going to have the other members of the Judgment Day interfere at Bash at Berlin and try and help out Dom and Liv. And then a returning R-Truth comes out, getting confused, and helps Damien. Comes out and helps Damien, because don't forget, R-Truth still thinks he's in the Judgment Day with Damien Priest.
Yeah, true.
So, I mean, that's it's just a little thing. I've just thought to myself, I thought, right, they've wrote Truth off and they've got to write him off for a reason. So maybe they put it down as that he's concussed or something like that, or he's returning from injury, but he's returned back from it, and now he wants back in the Judgment Day again or something,
Or he just shows up in the wrong country.
Yeah, he just shows up in the wrong country or something. But no, it's just something that I was thinking of. I was like, I can see them doing that, because it's been long rumored that Damien Priest and R-Truth were going to team up again, basically, that they were going to do a little mini sort of tag team run for a little bit. So that could be pretty cool, because we've got to think Rhea and Damien need allies. Now, obviously, bringing Truth back into that, because they can play the ultimate comedy thing and they can have Truth playing both sides again. Because Truth can obviously go up to Finn and someone say, or Dom or whatever, and someone say, oh, yeah, I'm part of Judgment Day again, and stuff like that, and obviously try and play it that way. But he believes that it's Rhea and Damien's Judgment Day or something like that. It's they can play it a lot of different ways, can't they? Really, if you think about it. So it could end up going pretty cool. Punk and Drew in the strap match. What do you think? Do you think that's going to end well? Who do you think is going to come out with a victory for one? Well, really?
I think. Well, if they're going to do a third match, Punk's got to win this one, but that's if Punk's healthy.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. So we all know the third match is going to happen at what's it called, Bad Blood.
Yeah, for sure.
And I can see because
if Punk makes it there.
Well, that's the thing. If Punk does make it there, I can see it being a Hell in a Cell or something, because Punk already made that sort of hint. Because obviously he turned around and said, when I'm coming back in, my first match won't be a Hell in a Cell match, but there will be one. So obviously, Punk likes giving away spoilers the best he can do, really. So I think that was him sort of teasing that he's going to have a Hell in a Cell match against, against Drew at Bad Blood, and then maybe they end it there, or maybe they even stretch it out all the way through till Mania.
Nah, I think. You got to do Punk. You got to do Punk Rollins at WrestleMania. Let Drew do it.
That could work, can it? Yeah, do Punk Rollins and that at WrestleMania. Yeah, maybe do that one. Because of course Rollins is off, isn't he, for the minute? So they could bring him back ready for the Rumble or whatever it be. He could. Then that gives him enough time to properly heal up and everything, and sort of take it from there. But yes, that's that. That was Raw. Obviously, that led to a couple of Bash at Berlin things. Obviously, we've also got Gunther and Randy also at Bash at Berlin. that'd be pretty good. We now might as well move on into NXT. Do you have that one up?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
This was an interesting episode because we had, I think, 2 title changes.
Oh, okay.
Maybe 3. I think it was at least 2.
Yeah.
So Ethan Page cut a promo to begin the show. Joe Hendry interrupted him. Now,
believe in Joe Hendry.
That's probably going to be a match at some point.
Probably.
I don't know what the next NXT show is off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Is it Halloween Havoc?
Probably, yeah. I would have thought so. No, surely they've got to do another one because it's only August. They're surely not going all the way through to October without one. They've got to have a special somewhere.
Unless they do the TV specials or something.
When's In Your House normally?
Didn't In Your House already happen? Do they do that anymore?
Yeah.
Do they do In Your House anymore?
Yeah, they've done. Yeah, they do it In Your House almost every year, don't they? I thought. So I thought no. Because we normally get No Mercy. We normally get. Oh God, I can't remember. We'll see what's coming up. They'll probably announce something soon, I expect, when it comes closer to the time.
Well, why don't you look it up while I talk, and then just... Yeah.
I will try to. I'll have to do it on my phone, because if I try to do anything on my laptop, it's going to die. So I'll just have a look.
All right, well, we'll talk NXT, then I'll look it up. All right.
Well, I'm doing it now. Hold on.
Probably at whatever pay-per-view is next is probably going to be Ethan Page versus Joe Hendry for the title.
Yeah.
Wes Lee ends up attacking Joe Hendry. Now, that's a good way to get some heel heat. Attacking the ultimate favorite.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's pretty much how that segment ended. Ethan Page had his all ego mic cover, which was cool.
NXT No Mercy is September the 1st.
Oh, wow.
From Denver, Colorado.
Maybe that's where the match happens.
Possibly, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Because they announced 2 in one go, didn't they? But yeah, because we got September the 1st, which is No Mercy, and then you got Halloween Havoc on October 27th. So yeah, so that's what it is. So yeah, so you've got a pay-per-view in between. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, carry on. Sorry.
Very good. We have a new Heritage Cup champion.
Oh, okay.
Charlie Dempsey defeated Tony D'Angelo. I'm kind of shocked, but they seem I think they're Ren Sinclair, aka Maddie Renkowski, helped Charlie Dempsey win, because that group is struggling right now.
Oh, okay.
Well, Drew Gulak was a part of it. He got axed. But Damon Kemp was a part of it. Yeah. He's gone. So now it's just Miles Bourne, Charlie Dempsey, and Ren Sinclair, which is kind of crazy.
When he got released, did he, Damon Kemp?
Or did his contract end? One of the...
I don't know. Either his contract ended or he got released. I can't remember which one it was. But yeah, it was one of the two, basically. Yeah.
We had Lexus King defeat Eddie Thorpe by pinfall. I thought Eddie Thorpe was going to win that one, but...
Yeah.
Not much to this match. They also gave it a D on the grade, so it's interesting.
Fair enough, yeah. All right.
NXT also almost shifted immediately to a Trick Williams video package after King's music hit. Trick promised to figure out Pete Dunne in a rematch. Pete Dunne beat Trick Williams a few weeks ago. That was
okay. Yeah, I remember
crazy.
That. Yeah.
And Dunne once after the NXT Championship. Next up, we had Lola Vice versus Tatum Paxley.
Yeah.
Wait. I am reading the right week, right? I think.
Yeah, I believe so.
For August 13th?
Yeah, that would have been it, yeah.
Yeah, that's okay. It said Great American Bash, and I knew that was over, so...
Yeah, but didn't they do it over 2 weeks? It was a 2-week event, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I read it wrong. The video they put up was Kalani Jordan versus Tatum Paxley.
Okay.
Okay, I got confused. Lola Vice won that one. Not so shocking. They're pushing Lola Vice. She is extremely talented and hot.
Yep.
And Booker T loves her.
Yeah.
Wesley. after last week's events, Wes Lee is challenging Zachary Wentz to a match at No Mercy.
All right, okay.
Now, I don't know about you, but that Zachary Wentz guy, he looks a lot like Nash Carter.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I don't know, like, how that's sort of like, I don't know where he's gone to. He's disappeared off the face of the earth, hasn't he? So, that Nash Carter. Yeah,
They could be twins.
Yeah, they could be. Yeah, yeah, they do look pretty likely, pretty like, don't they? Really.
Mm.
So,
Next up, we had Obafemi defending the North American Championship against Otis. I don't know how that one came to be, but obviously Obafemi took it home. We also had Izzy Dame versus Brindley Reese. Izzy Dame won.
All right.
Not much to this.
No.
Yeah. But now it's main event time.
All right.
We had Nathan Frazier and Axiom defending the championships against Chase U.
Yeah.
And Chase U won the belts again.
Oh, okay. Oh, fair enough. Yeah. So they're champions again.
And Andre Chase, baby.
Yeah. They keep putting the belts on them, don't they? And like, but they do it that way. So
I remember they only held it for like a month last time. So
yeah,
because it was Chase and Duke Hudson. That's what it was.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. But no, that's pretty cool then, isn't it? So yeah.
That's
NXT. Sounds like pretty good NXT. Yeah, pretty good NXT. I will just bring something up because I've just seen it as I've been scrolling through. Apparently, this is going on to the news bit again. So I'll revert back to that just quickly because I've only just seen it. It's our old friend Dave Meltzer, but this is going to sort of be this is about AEW, so this is going to be legit because that he basically he's on AEW's payroll, so he.
I don't trust that man as far as I can throw.
Well, yeah, but when it comes to AEW, like I said, he's on AEW's payroll and that, and Tony Khan basically hasn't done as an employee. So anything that comes from Dave Meltzer about AEW is normally legit. To be fair, I'll give him that. But it's come down and it turns around and says there's been So the report says since its inception in 2019, AEW has seen impressive growth and success. However, there's been a notable decline in the fortunes since All Out 2021. Like any organization, AEW faces its challenges, including difficulties in selling tickets for live shows. It now seems as well that the roster is also concerned about the company's attendance and overall popularity. AEW's attendance figures, ticket sales, and television ratings have been the topics of discussion within the wrestling industry, reflecting a notable year-on-year decline in promotion popularity. According to Dave Meltzer, it says there's concern within the AEW locker room about the promotion's current popularity and the impressive attendance over the past year. It says though Dave reckons that the locker room's in a better state, even though obviously they had that recent thing with MJF, Alicia O'Toole, and
Britt Baker
and everything like that. But it's been said that there is talks now with people turning around and saying that it seems that AEW's current attendance figures looks like they are mirroring WCW's decline in 2020, leading to worry amongst the company about its future, considering as well that no TV deal has also been announced yet either. So basically, there's concern at AEW because they haven't announced a TV deal. Obviously, the figures are going down each week as well. So they're saying it's basically a WCW, which I can see that. One other interesting bit as well that's obviously come up from AEW is they've obviously announced that they will not be doing Wembley next year for All In. Because they're trying to do Texas, is it? Yeah. So obviously that means that around All In time, it's probably because Wembley's booked for something else. Which looking at it is probably going to be SummerSlam.
But SummerSlam and All In are never the same week.
Yeah, but what it originally came down being said was where WWE wanted to do, where WWE obviously wanted to do an event at Wembley, apparently Tony Khan was actively trying to stop WWE from having Wembley. He was in talks with the stadium and that, and also in talks with the London Mayor to basically try and ban WWE attending Wembley Stadium. But as I was trying to say to people as well, is who's the London mayor and who's the stadium owners really going to listen to when it comes to sort of promotion and popularity and stuff like that? It's going to be more, you have Tony Khan come and say, oh yeah, I can show up and give you like 1 or 2 days worth of, content and stuff at Wembley Stadium, and I can get you like maybe 60K and that on it. And then, you literally then just have Triple H show up and just go, right, I can give you a week of promotion. And that, the biggest stars in the world, really, in wrestling, you can have like Roman Reigns there. You can have like, even fucking Dwayne Johnson could probably fly out and they do something with Dwayne there. They could obviously say that, and we can sell that place out within hours. Because as soon as they announce WWE in Wembley, that place is going to sell out. I'll tell you that now. And that's going to beat that fake attendance record that AEW put in of like 85K or whatever it was. It will literally, WWE will probably do about 86, 87, I would say, which is the maximum you can fit in there. So, but
yeah, I don't know, but
yeah,
they could still do both. But I guess that's a lot to ask of people to.
That's the thing. But normally, see, what we've got to remember is WWE are bastards basically when it comes to their rights and stuff. When it comes to their rights deals, and Nick Khan, I know, actively has it in place to. There's even certain arenas in America, such as Madison Square Garden and stuff, where they have an agreement with WWE that no other wrestling, unless WWE approves it, is allowed to happen at those arenas. And they are literally like, they are stuck with, if they want to do a show there, they sign an agreement with WWE that they are exclusive to that arena. So if Nick Khan's done that, basically going forward, WWE won't get Wembley ever again. If Nick Khan has basically done that and has somehow said, look, we want you to sign an exclusivity agreement for it.
But they also said they're returning to Wembley in 2026. So.
Oh, okay. Oh, so they might be right then. So it's probably then just 1 year then. So that definitely said that. Well, this is the thing though is it would be so we're probably then going to get WrestleMania in 2027, I reckon. Then, if anything,
it's 2027.
I reckon 27. If we get Mania, we'll get it. Probably 27 or 28 if we get Mania over here.
It's because I was thinking 26 for Indy.
Yeah, 26 for Indy. But what I'm saying is like if we get a WrestleMania over here at Wembley, you're probably looking at 27, 28, I reckon. Because it would take a couple of years to get the. Well, it's been allowed already. I've ridden it. I've ridden it with.
I don't answer to you. I don't even answer to most.
Fair enough. Dave Meltzer's basically authorized it. So, I'm going by what Dave said. With the king of wrestling news apparently. But yeah, so that's that. We've done the show this week. We are only actually on 45 minutes, so
there's not much. There was a lot of talk last week with SummerSlam and what they're gonna do. Yeah, but like this week, it's just I don't know.
This week is literally just doing show reviews. There's like hardly anything on this week. I mean, we'll end earlier than normal. It'll be fine. So people don't sit for an hour-long video, really.
Let's hit 45 minutes. We're like a minute 30 away.
Yeah, that's fine. So we might as well.
We got SmackDown tonight. The Nia Jax coronation. Why that wasn't last week, I don't know.
And Roman Reigns returns again as well. I think maybe we see a Paul Heyman return at some point.
He returns again for the third week in a row.
There's gonna be something going down tonight. I can sense it because they're playing up on it big time. They're playing it up big time for him returning this week. So I think something big's gonna go down for it. So yeah, really. I just sense it now that something's going to happen. Like I said, maybe he comes out with Heyman. Maybe Heyman returns this week, considering he's advertised for that convention of yours tomorrow.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know what's going to happen there.
Yeah. So, but no, that's that. So Bobby's got the signs there, so we might as well go ahead and do this then. So, as per what Bobby's signs say, so hit that like button on myself, which is at. For you wrestling, I forgot the at then because of course I've changed it, and also Bobby's breakdowns on YouTube and Bobby's breakdown on Twitter. Obviously, so hit that like button and subscribe to both of our channels if you can do. obviously, we need to plan in as well for the entertainment side a Mass Singer stream because that returns in a couple of weeks. So yeah, because that's
like a month soon. Probably. Yeah.
Well, yeah, it starts September roughly, isn't it? So I mean, we've only got like 2-3 weeks, I think, until it starts up again. So yeah, that'll be a stream coming up soon to Bobby's channel. I expect it'll be, and yeah, then a couple of other bits and pieces that are coming up. Yeah, few things in the works that I've got going on, so I'll release them at a later date. But yeah, sorry about all the technical issues today that we've had, and
that's his fault, not mine.
That is my fault. Yeah, I don't know what happened. Basically, things crashed this side. It literally just went haywire. But I've been having a few technical issues recently. So thank you once again for tuning in this week. This is Zero signing out,
and I'm Bobby. We will see y'all next time.
See you later.
Bye-bye.